Well, yes, I had 3 lives. First, I was a Catholic priest, and that was very interesting job. Let me say one idea. As a young priest, I was assisting to the opening up of the soul of the people to the divine. Fantastic. That's one experiment that has made me humble in front of the divine. But that job finished when I married. So I was looking for another job. And finally I found one. In the commission, I finished to be member of the famous Forward Studies Unit, assisting Jacques Delors in thinking ahead. And he said, I pay you very well, you just think about the meaning of Europe. And I was the one to think about the soul of Europe. Way. At that time, we were really reflecting inside the Commission, at the top. Now I'm retired and I write books. I've created 2 business schools in Zagreb and Belgrade. And I really think in the change in which we are, don't criticize the old institutions. Let us create new things, new universities, new business schools, new things. Let us innovate. When I was in the commission, I was well paid, I could travel all over, and Jacques Delors was saying, I'm invited there, go Marc, and say something good, you know? So I had a fantastic occasion to meet with very intelligent, open, forward-looking people all over the world. In the States, in China, in Japan, South America, India, everywhere. And what was the real conversation? The real conversation was, there is a change. There is a deep change. We are changing civilization. Because we cannot continue like we do, that's for sure. And so I saw the tsunami. And here is what, and then I found a book, Peter Drucker's last book, Post-Capitalist Society. I said, what is this? And this is the first phrase of that book. Every few hundred years in Western history, there occurs a sharp transformation. Within a few short decades, society rearranges itself, its worldview, paradigm, its basic values, its social and political structures, its arts, its key institutions. 50 years later, 2040, because he was writing this in 1990, and he died in 2004. There is another word. That is the transition in which we are. I think Peter Drucker's last book is really, really prophetical. Don't read my book, read Peter Drucker. Post-capitalist society. This is really visionary. There is a good news and there is a bad news. Let us begin with the bad one. The bad one is that the industrial capitalist society is coming to an end. C'est fini. I'm sorry, and it's quick. The good one is that we are already, all of us, all of you, even better than me, because I'm an old dinosaur. But you guys, you are in the new. And what is this new? Well, it's the post-industrial, probably post-capitalist society in which we are all the knowledge society, immaterial society. What is it? End of capitalism, yes. Why? Because the industrial capitalism is not able to give a response to the future of humanity. So it's coming to an end. It's not because capitalism is bad or, okay, you have defects, but as a civilization, like Lynn McTaggart was saying, as a civilization, it does not provide any answer to the future. That's where we are. And we have in hands the political and economic responses. But you know what happens? We don't see them. Why do we not see them? Because we are so much in the old. We are like the Indians looking at Columbus. You know, the Indians, they never saw the caravels. They never saw Columbus because they did not know what a boat is. So we are not seeing what we don't know. So we are in it, but we don't see it. That's the good news. We are in it, but we don't see it. Now, let us analyze what this knowledge society is. It's a new tool of production. The new tool of production in the industrial society was the factory and capital. You need capital. What is the new tool of production? It's here. If you are not good with your tool of production, it goes away. So be kind. Look at here. We are just there, at the end of the pink and the beginning of the green. Every change of that kind is dangerous. Do you think that the elites of the pink will give the money and the power to the elites of the green curve? That never happens. So it's a bit difficile. It's a bit difficult. That's the transition we are in. Now, you have leftovers who will still be on the pink, but they are leftovers. Some companies are leftovers. Some other companies are on the green. You see, the business is shifting from the pink to the green. Some. I would say IBM, for example. Wow. Some others. The new motor of that new economy is applying knowledge to create new knowledge. For example, you have an English text. You know English and French. You apply your knowledge to that text to create a French text. That's knowledge creation process. Design, knowledge creation process. Entertainment, knowledge creation process. Immaterial, it's another paradigm. The problem is that all governments are putting the new wine in the old baskets. So the whole of the Lisbon strategy is a failure because we run the new in the old industrial frame. And you guys, you know, you are already in the new. Be faithful in your intuitions. Yeah. The new tool of production, brains in networks, collaboration. Exactly. I draw the conclusion of what Lynn McTaggart says in her book. I draw that into politics and economics. New management. No pyramids, flat networks, and human-centered. Not because we are good, this is the only way to go. New measurements. Intangible assets. Everyone in the business knows what intangible assets are. Oh, and your presentations. I'm finished. Free sharing, open source, qualitative growth, machine adapted to humans, post-industrial money. That's where we go. Post-capitalist, yes, because financial capital and technology becomes less important than human capital and sharing in networks. You see, the non-financial indicators are going straight up. That's where we are. This was made for a research project to the Commission. The negative scenario is the people who don't get the paradigm shift. Motorola, they are in the old. They manipulate human brain, no problem. In their logic, it's completely coherent. Nobody's bad. They just did not shift paradigm. You see, a sustainable society is possible. Why? Because if your companies are part of the solution, they get high intangible assets in the stock market. This is serious. And the new cornerstone of this new society is qualitative growth, because quantity of information is interesting nobody. What you look for with Google is quality, interesting things. So we are shifting the cornerstone. Quantitative growth is shifting towards qualitative growth. It means this is a possible way towards a sustainable society. Yeah! Conclusion. The most important thing today for leadership is the vision. And you have it. Everything I told you, you know it. Dare to know what you know. Please get it up. And the young generation is like Obelix. They are born in the new values. So you are ahead of us. Gay, let's go. Geopolitics is... what happens today is the change is so big that nobody knows if it is Africa, America, Europe, India, Asia, China, who will get the vision first? Nobody knows. Everything is open. My mistake, I must say, I did a mistake. When I was in the Commission, I said to the people, but shift paradigm, idiot. That's not working. That's a big mistake. But according to our measurements in the Commission, 100 million Europeans are shifting values in silence. Let us help those to shift further. And in that group, 66% are women. It means that women are ahead of the man in this knowledge society. Yay! I'm not feminist, I just look at the facts. My passion, you know my passion, is this, in this new knowledge society, you need a new level of consciousness. You cannot solve the problem, said Einstein, with the same level of consciousness who has created the problems. So the real issue for the CEO is to get a higher level of consciousness. Wow. But that's it. And the young generation is ahead of the dinosaurs like me. So go for it. Thank you.